Here we are then. The climax of today's recording session. I've done 6 of these games. This is the final one. And thank God. I've got to do the same again tomorrow though. So we'll be back here once again. But obviously, the upload schedule will be, as it has continued to be, 2 days before the official game starts IRL. So you've got plenty of time to watch and plenty of time to think about your predictions. So, the last one today is Belgium versus Iran, I think. Actually, do you know what? I better check just in case I've miscounted. Because knowing me, I will have. So what do I do today? What do we do? Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao, Tunisia, Japan, Spain, Saudi. Yeah, so it's number 6. It will close out. Well, actually, it will open Group G's second match day. For some reason. Oh yeah, because I'm splitting. No, never mind. Because I'm an idiot. I'm splitting them into. Yep, never mind. Sorry. Belgium versus Iran is the game we're doing. All right. We don't need to know about the whys and wherefores. We don't need to know about the technicalities. We just need to know that that's happening, and that it's going to be the final game that I'm recording on June 17th. This will be uploaded June 19th, I believe, at 8 p.m. So get ready for that. Well, I say get ready for it. You'll be seeing it. So let's take a look at settings. We have got 10-minute halves, legendary difficulty, competitor mode on, player-based difficulty is on also, quick substitutes are on also. Ball is the Nike Flight CSL that we're going to use for the whole match day 2, and then we will change it to something else. Stadium is not going to be Odromo. We have got a very special stadium prepared for this one. Just bear with me. You just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a very special stadium prepared for this one, you know. Just in case, you know, we're not taking any risks here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be playing at the BC place in Canada, the British Columbia place. I'm not taking any fucking chances, let me tell you that much. Summertime, and it's going to be later on in the day at 3 p.m. US time, so it's 8 p.m. UK time. Weather will be clear. Actually, we'll do slightly partly clear because it's Canada. It's not always beautiful up there. Natural grass, and the pitch is going to be perfectly green. Well, as green as we can get it anyway. So the reason I'm doing it in the BC place, obviously, you know the whole tensions between America and Iran, and I'm not trying to make a big deal of it because, you know, politics, and I don't do politics. What I do is World Cup predictions, and these are your teams for said World Cup predictions. For the Belgian side, I've started reading the teams out. I might as well just continue with it now. We're in the deep end for it now. Obviously, Thibaut Courtois will start in between the sticks. He is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I'm being serious. De Kuiper off the left back spot. Meunier right back. Teate and De Bast the centre backs. Tielemans centre mid and captain alongside Amadou Onana. Yes, Amadou, not Andre, as he's been called in the past. I don't want to get the names wrong. I won't get the names wrong most of the time. It's the media that likes to do that. Kevin De Bruyne at cam or centre mid. Maybe not as calm as you would have expected, but again, he's getting on an edge. Leandro Trossard off the left, Jeremy Doku off the right, and then up top is Charles de Ketelaere. Not a natural striker, but that's where he's been played. He's probably playing more of a false 9 role than an actual striker role. For Iran, then, it's Serengar in goal, Shakarami, Madra, Aref, and Haijan as the back 4. Rostamfar, who was brilliant in the other simulation we had. I can't remember who Iran played. But it was very, very good. And Ganjane as the midfield, they were both quite good. I think they lost in the end, but still quite good. Nasserpour and Rayanajad, the wide mid players. Farzanian, the centre attacking mid. And then Perfalak, captain and striker, who didn't have quite as good of a showing in the other simulation that Iran currently... Well, Iran didn't currently have that they initially had. Who the fuck did they play? My memory is absolutely garbage. I don't understand how I've got such a shit memory. I don't understand why I can't find the Iran game on Google. What, am I just scrolling past it or something? Yes, I am. It was 2-all with New Zealand in real life. Fucking hell. It was New Zealand they played, for reference. And I don't actually remember if they did lose. I think it was a draw. But what I do know is that those are your 2 teams, and we're going to get into it because before I have my more memory loss, I want to get through this game and get to the end of the day. And then get myself ready for the England game, because that's on in about an hour and a half. So we've got to get prepared for that. At the BC place, then, 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type, slightly overcast in this one at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It is Belgium versus Iran for Group G. I can't remember what happened in the New Zealand Iran predictions. I actually can't remember what happened in the Belgium and Egypt ones. I know that in real life they drew 1-1, but I'm going to do a bit of YouTubing while this game loads up, just to familiarise myself with what happened, because it's like nearly a week ago since I recorded, and you can't give me a bit of leeway. You don't give me a bit of leeway, you're a bit mean, to be honest, I think. Truth there, I think it was 0-0 in that one between Iran and New Zealand. Oh no, New Zealand won it 1-0. I'm going to try to get these results out before the anthems kick off, but I can't find the Belgium game that I did. There we go. Obviously, real life 1-1 in game. It was, I think it was 1-1. Well, there we go. Checking the results through. Iran lost 1-0 to New Zealand in the openings on the simulation, with Belgium and Egypt actually drawing 1-1 like we did in real life. Respect. This is Rudy Garcia's 11. We know who it is. I read it out already. Read him again and weep if you like. But yeah, as it stands in the simulation, New Zealand are currently top of the group. Obviously, in real life, it is all equal. Everyone on the point.
Thank you for attending. Have a great time at today's match. And a look at the lineup for Iran.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team.
The Irani lineup then, very good showing against New Zealand. Just unlucky to lose later on. I actually can't remember who scored the goal. I didn't even look that far into the video, to be honest. I was just looking at the end scoreline. But yeah, it's all to play for in this group. Even though Iran did lose, they're still very much in this. And
there we have it. The first half
they actually looked really good against. I mean, it was against New Zealand, but they actually looked really good. So
effective looking pass.
Who knows? What I do know is that Iran are wearing the white and kicking it to your west. And kicking to your east, just making it a bit different. It's Belgium who are wearing red. I am going to say... What am I going to say for this one? Because Belgium were underwhelming. They always seem to be at World Cups. And Iran were decent. The temptation is there to go for a draw. But I do think the Belgium will find a way to win. So I'm going to go 2-1 Belgium. It's not with a lot of confidence behind that prediction, because Belgium are mid now. They were never really, top tier. The golden generation never really did much. Now that's passing by. It's questionable. But what isn't questionable is the fact that Iran have been alright so far this tournament. 2 goals to their name. And a bit of drama as well. That's without starting on the outside of the football. Inside the football is some drama too, on the pitch. But then Belgium, they've always seemed to get through the group stage. So I think they will find a way to do it again. And because there's more ways to qualify, I think they'll get a win here and then be sorted, even if they do lose their last game. I don't see them losing to New Zealand though, if I'm being honest. I could see Iran losing to Egypt though. You just never know. De Bruyne to Trossard. The Ketelaere back to Trossard. It's closed down. Needs to try and shoot first time there.
Onana. Will it happen for them? Must take the lead here.
Save there. I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't paying full attention. I'm going to start locking in. It's the last game of the day. Let's pay attention. See what result comes out of it. Bruyne. Tielemans. This might be De Bruyne's last World Cup as well. He's one of the more it hasn't been talked about if it is his last World Cup. I think he's 35, so if he wanted to, he could go again. De Ketelaere hits the crossbar with a header after a great delivery, and Iran get out of dodge just about. Very, very lucky in that respect.
Really brightly, and that was so close to taking the lead.
Well, they have to have that sense of self-belief.
I will have probably around an hour to get myself ready for the England game. Plan is to order food. Well, get a shower, order food, and then settle down for it. Watch us lose to Croatia because we are god awful. Well, actually, that's the lie. And I don't want to go into much England stuff, obviously, when it's not an England game being shown on the simulation. But we're not awful. It's just some of the players that have been picked are questionable. I mean, they might prove themselves, and I'm sure they will prove themselves throughout the tournament. But as it stands right now, bringing in Chalobah to replace an injured Livramento instead of bringing in Hall or Shaw or an actual fullback just doesn't sit right with me. But he's won the Champions League with Chelsea. He knows what he's doing, Tommy Tuchel. I think. I hope. I pray. I guess we'll see.
Moving the ball nicely, but can they forge ahead?
Rustin Farr to Ganjane. It's closed down by KDB. De Ketelaere. Onana. De Bruyne back to Onana. I will admit as well to needing the toilet. I should have gone between recordings. I don't know why I needed to admit that, to be honest. It's nobody needs to know the information. But I am going to keep drinking water as well because I need to hydrate. So it's like it's a problem, but we'll get there. After this game, it's the last game of the day. I'll get myself sorted out. In all aspects. The cats have been fed as well, so they're all sorted. I will have to give them water and maybe clean out their tray. Which, I mean, I've got an hour. I've got time to kill before the England game, so I'm not like, oh my god, I need to rush. I'm like, oh, let's just chill here. Rustin Farr plays it to Fazinian. Shoot! Oh! Should have shot that on his weak foot. Might have had a chance. He was closed down too fast though by Theate in the end. But actually, no, he wasn't closed down too fast. He tried to get up to his right foot, and he took too long to shoot, and then Theate closed him down. Trossard plays it to De Bruyne, into De Ketelaere. Now it could be 1-0 Belgium, but Mantra gets the ball initially. Falls back to De Ketelaere, who gets the save out of Serenga, but it is going to be a Belgian corner. I will admit, I'm going on a bit of a generational streak with these World Cup predictions. If I can keep the streak up, it's a hell of a fucking run. And it will probably be the last thing this channel sees for a good while. I don't plan on doing anything else after this. So unless there's situations happen where I do have more time on my hands, like I seem to have just now, then maybe, I'm not promising anything, but maybe some FC27 stuff if I get the game. I'm not committing to anything because I don't want to have to commit to something and then say, actually, I'm not doing it. So I'm not doing anything of the sort. I just want to get through these World Cup predictions and then see where I'm at. I don't really want to do any more than this, but if it's, you know, GTA 6 might be the next time I return, if I do get it. I don't know, there's just not a lot of games I want to play. FIFA's kind of the only one, and I don't get anywhere near as much time to play it as I do usually. Well, now. Time has been limited quite a lot, which is why I've not seen as much anything from me. And plus, I don't really enjoy streaming as much. I just enjoy for a bit of fun. Sometimes I'll stream some stuff on the main Twitch. I don't find games as fun. I think it's probably just the cut and dry way of explaining it. Trossard plays it out to Doku. Belgium could be in here, and it turns into De Bruyne to De Ketelaere, just has to fire at the near post, and he does, and Belgium will go a goal up just before the half-hour mark. It is Charles De Ketelaere, who's had 5 shots already. It's about fucking time, isn't it, that they get a goal. is 1-0.
And the
And it
ball
could
moving again.
be,
What sort of
you know,
response will we see from them now?
more. Belgium have actually been really good this game.
A very timely interception. Trossard. And on to De Kuiper. Kevin De Bruyne. That's a good-looking ball. And crossed in there. Oh, what a fine save! His instincts were spot on. De Ketelare. It's a neat move.
Could be a second. De Ketelaere needs to get past his man, which he can't. And it is away. If there is long pauses, by the way, it's because I'm responding to stuff on my phone. I'm trying to focus for this last match, but I'm going to be honest with you. Burnout's happened a little bit today. We're doing these 6 matches, and we've got more to do again tomorrow. And I will do them, but if my concentration slips, I apologise. And if it makes the video worse, I apologise further. But you've got the in-game comms as well, so it's not like nothing's being said. It's just I'm not saying anything.
And showing good patience.
I don't feel like I'm doing. I don't feel like I need to apologise for just not talking. I mean, it's a personal choice. But if nothing's happening on the pitch, there's nothing to talk about. However, Haijan now has it for Iran in a very advanced area. Passes it back to Rajanajad, and he passes it to the guy who he knows is offside. There's got to be questions here. Well, actually, yeah, he might have been back on side. Maybe he thought he was. Foot is trailing from the right back. So, yeah. Spain free kick, or Belgium free kick. I just said Spain because they were wearing red. Oh, you can tell the tiredness is getting to me.
Kevin De Bruyne. Tielemans.
De Bruyne.
Charles De
Ketelaere.
That's a good pass.
Through Diatte. Why is Diatte that far up? Trossard. Why is he taking that long to shoot? There is a bunch of questions off that attack. What is the centre-back doing as a cam? And why has Trossard not scored that? Apart from the fact that he is Trossard. Should be 2-0. Very much should be. And it should be the ascendancy now for Belgium. However, Rajanajad, Ziganjane. Rajanajad finds Nassapur back post. He can shoot here. He can hit the crossbar. I thought that was going to be 1-1 dead on and secured for an equaliser before the break, but no, it is not. Goal kick. Should have been 1-1. Well, moments ago it should have been 2-0, but now it should be 1-1. There has been definite opportunities for a different scoreline before the half here, but it is only 1-0 through De Ketelaire's effort at the near post around the half-hour mark. Should have had more. He's had many opportunities, De Ketelaere. Trossard should have finished his shot. And then Nassapur for Iran there to close up the half. Rattling the crossbar, should have finished his shot. It's a hard knock life for Iran right now. And for Belgium. I mean, they've got the goal, but they could have multiple. What's the injury time saying? Surely there's got to be some. There's 1 minute. Really skimping on the injury time this World Cup, huh? They really don't care about injuries. Granted, there hasn't been any. Not many, anyway.
Good weight on that pass. Well, potentially a chance for Belgium to extend their advantage from this corner.
Ooh, the England lineup's out, but Belgium also have a corner, so we'll focus on what's going on here. De Bruyne, central, towards... I'm going to be honest, I don't know who the player is that was in the corner. I'm not going to get it wrong. What I'm going to do is say that it's 1-0 to Belgium. I think it might have been Onana. But again, I'm not committing to that.
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
Yeah, the England squad has been announced, and we'll open the second half with what England squad has been picked. You'll know by now anyway, if you watched the game. Taking a look then at the stats at the break, it has been mostly Belgique in terms of attack. My cat's come in, and the other cat is looking at him again, and has now wandered off. 9 shots to 2 in favour of Belgium. You can tell the attacking has been firmly Belgium's side. The possession has been towards Iran, which is surprising. 55 to 45 in favour of the team 1-0 down currently. 9 shots to 2 though, 1.9 expected goals to 0.7. Iran have hit the crossbar, you've got to remember, but Belgium have had a lot of opportunities to have more goals. 6 shots on target in that first half alone, and presumably could be coming with more artillery fire. We'll see. What I do know is we're going to look at the stats of the players as we look at Iran first. My cat is coming closer and closer. And they're just looking for food. I only fed them an hour ago, and now he walks off again. I'm just the food man. Fuck me, I guess. 8.2 for Rustam Forest, putting another shift in midfield for Iran. Ganjane, not as much of a shift, but still alright, 7.2. And then Arif at the back with a 7.2 as well. Shakarami's been okay, 7 rating. Rayanajad's been okay, 7 rating. Nothing much out with that. Sorengar's made some very good saves. 6 shots, 5 saves. 1 conceded from Peyman Sorengar. Nasapur, the one who hit the crossbar, not had a great game out with that, but he nearly brought Iran level right before the break, so we can forgive him, I think. Farzanian has been poor, not like he was in the game against New Zealand. And then Perfalak he's just not played. He's had 7 passes. Nothing to show for his performance. As now my cat is trying to climb on me and play with a cable. Ideal that, mate. And I just wandered off again. It's like a hotel. It's like a hotel. What I do know is that we are not staying for long on these menus because we're going into the second half. No changes to be made, and I'm not gonna break it down too much because it is not a England-based whatchamacallit simulation, but I am going to tell you the squad, and they've done it in number order, so I mean it's painful to read in number order. Pickford, Konza, O'Reilly, Rice, Stones, Anderson, Kane, Bellingham, Gordon, Madueke and James. So presumably your goalkeeper will be Pickford, no shock there. I'll be concerned if there's anyone else. O'Reilly, Konza, Stones and James as the back 4. Rice and Anderson as the centre mids, Bellingham as the cam, Gordon off the left, Madueke off the right, and then Kane up front, which doesn't sound bad on the face of it, but just when you think about who they could have taken, like Lewis Hall or anyone else that's got any bit of fucking talent. Thankfully Henderson's on the bench. Gahey somehow isn't starting, but I don't hate Konza starting over Gahey. It's not the most egregious shout. Would have preferred Gahey to start. It's not the most egregious. Saka starting on the bench instead of Madueke is weird. I'm going to leave it weird. There's worse words to describe it. Manu on the bench. I don't hate. There are better midfielders than him for England, as De Ketelaere will batter in a second. We're going to talk about the England squad again in a moment, but it is 2-0 to Belgium, and that should round out a win for Belgium, and 4 points now would be the total that they're on in this group. Only surprised it's not 6.
Well, as you can see, it's a good finish. It just goes in off the post. It's perfect placement.
It's a really good finish actually from De Ketelaere as the ball comes in from Doku. Kind of chips it up and flicks it across with his weak foot to wrong foot the goalkeeper. It's off the bar and into the back of the net. It's actually a really nice finish.
So
2-0 to the good, our Belgium. But anyway, just having a little more gandering through the England squad. They've kind of got the rest of it dead on. The bench is probably what it should be. I'd argue Gahey should be starting. Saka, it's 50-50 with him, to be honest. And Rashford and Gordon, it's 50-50 there as well. I'd be starting Rashford, but that's the Man United fan in me wanting him to succeed and then come back to us as a good player. But realistically, he won't succeed, and he will be leaving Man United. Although he did really well at Barcelona, so I'd like to keep him, but I don't think he'll stay. I don't think he'll want to. The way we've treated him, I wouldn't blame him. Everything else in that squad's fine. It's not egregious. It's just the selections on a whole could be better, to be honest. Like the players we actually brought to the tournament. But other than that, it's a decent enough squad for England. The game will happen by the time this gets uploaded anyway. Or actually, will it? Because it's 2 days before... Yeah, no, well, yeah, it's happening tonight. I'm a fucking idiot. Yes, of course it's going to be done by then. Ryan is offside. Let's get back into the Iran Belgium game that's currently on your screens right now, be it TV, be it... If you watch me on a big screen, by the way, fair fucks to you, and thank you very much. I know it doesn't make any difference to anything. If you've got me on your most important device, the device you use most, shout out you. If you're watching on your phone or whatever as background noise, or if you're just not watching it all, like if you're watching on whatever, or you're using me as background noise or whatever device, that's cool too. You get some cleaning done in the house, you're getting, you know, things tidied, you're doing whatever you're doing. I don't want to know what you're doing in some capacities maybe, and if you're doing that to this video, I've got concerns for you. But if you enjoyed the video, thank you for at least watching. If you want to leave anything more, that is a personal choice. If you don't, that's also fair enough. I'm hoping these predictions are entertaining enough, and if they're not, I don't really know what else I can do, to be honest. I can't really think of many ways to jazz them up, especially in 0-0s. This is quite literally just me putting a prediction in, simulating the game, and then that's it, to be honest with you. I've not really got much more than that. That could have been a foul there by the centre-back. It's not Beate, it's the other one, I can't remember his name. But it's away by Belgium, and there was no penalty because it wasn't one, but risky business. The Ketelaere can't get played through. Ganjane cuts the pass out from De Bruyne. We go again for Iran. But yeah, just an hour and 15 to the England match. Everyone's going to be so hyped. Everyone's going to be excited. Everyone's going to think we're going to win. And now the squad's come out. Everyone's going to think we're going to lose. It is problems. Because now the hope will die. The hype will be alive, and then the hope will die. So I'm excited for that personally. I think, well, I've gone for a 2-1 to England out of partly bias and partly I think we're pretty good still. It's not like we're fucking shit. It's just the squad is not the best selected. But the game that I simulated was a 2-2 draw between England and Croatia. I think that's probably more likely to be on the mark. I don't think we'll win. If we do, it will be comfortable. I think I'd be more expectant of a draw than a win. But I predicted a win because of bias. But anyway, it's fine. Rustin Flark can't get a pass for him. De Bruyne will get it away.
That's the way to defend in those situations. Excellent stuff.
The Ketelaere could go all the way through here. He can find Doku. He does neither. So there's a car outside with a noisy exhaust. If you heard that, I apologise. People obviously have to make the cars noisy to be heard. I don't really know what the point of them is. Pair for luck. And it's now Nasipur. Will there be a goal here for Iran? Will there be some hope? A glimmer of hope? Not quite. Caught by Munir.
Tielemans. Teat. Zeno Debas. And trouble is brewing. Could pose a threat on the counter. A good vision there. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing.
I think Belgium will see this out now. I mean, it's been quite obviously going to be Belgium's game since De Ketelaere put the second in, but I want to, you know, give a chance to Iran. The Croatia squad's out as well, obviously. Livakovic, Satalo, Vuskovic, Gvardiol, Stanisic at the back. Modric, Sucic and Perisic is in midfield, and then Baturina, probably Cam, Pasalic. Wait, No, Perisic should be left mid, won't he? Paslic should be right mid. Batterino will be cam. Musa will be striker. It's not the greatest Croatia side either, but of course we have not picked probably the right players.
No doubt about that.
Well, this could really help the cause.
I just don't think there'll be any more goals. Then again, Shakarami is through on goal. Mourinho closes it down, and it's nearly a mistake there. Thibaut has to be on job. Careful, like Neil steals in.
They're going for the short one.
Ryan Najad cutting inside. Ganjane, a goal now would make the end of this match interesting, but Piatti I think gets the knock on and knock away, and it will be a corner kick once again. Will be away by Belgium.
Confident attacking play.
Doku has used every single inch of his pace here to get down the left hand side. Just needs to play it inside, stop running around in a circle. Kevin De Bruyne gets caught. I mean, Doku could have done that a little bit quicker, really, but again, when you're 2-0 up with 8 minutes to go, it might not be the first idea on the mind to make a pass in. It might be just to see the game out. Changes for Iran would be in the offing if the ball ever went out of play. So Iran have just like corners as well. They could have done the substitutions then, but no, not to be. Belgium now want to make some changes too. Sake.
Top class defending.
I don't think it'll happen in time, to be honest with you. I don't think the ball got to play again.
De Bruyne. Charles de
Ball inside the
Ketelaere.
kettle there. Trossard, what the fuck is he shooting? Like, I know I like seeing people shoot, but maybe use a bit of brain power as well there, sir.
And so
You could have
into the
taken that
final
way in.
5 minutes.
Portugal might draw this, you know. How long have we got left? 84th minute and it's still 1-1. If Congo get a point, that's massive. For whatever reason, Ronaldo is still on the pitch. A decision only he and Roberto Martinez can probably justify. I have not a fucking clue why he's still playing. He has been wank by, well, I've not actually watched it, but like by the sounds of people talking about the game
Well, that's how
and
to maintain
little clips I've
possession.
seen while I've been in between recordings, he's been wank.
Good reading of the game.
Download complete. What have I downloaded? Oh, the bloody England team.
Tremendous vision. And the cross into the middle. Well, they survived the attack.
Trossard,
De Kuiper.
the Kuiper.
De Bruyne now.
2 minutes of added time. It could be a last roll of dice of Belgium to just extend the goal difference, but if they don't, then they've still got 3 points.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Bruyne, the kettle there, closed down, and that will be that
Had no interest
for
in
the
losing
game
possession.
and for today's recording session, to be honest. Although maybe it won't be that. The Kettler's won it back. I didn't even fucking notice.
When it was required.
Oh, well, now it'll be that.
And
I mean,
that
the
is
Kettler
the
nearly
end
stealing
of
his
the
hat-trick
contest,
when
and not
I
a
wasn't even
happy
looking.
outcome
Respect.
As far as the visitors are concerned.
I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal. And I don't think they deserved any.
Well,
more
there
from
you
the
go.
game.
Belgium
They need
now,
to get a
I mean, they
better
were on the board
performance
anyway
next
with a
time
draw,
out.
but a win is what they needed.
Well, this man has given us plenty of
And it should
reasons
be
to
enough
dwell
for
on
them to
his
qualify
performance, hasn't he,
in
Stuart?
some capacity.
Well,
They
he
do
gave
still
that
have
back
New
line a
Zealand to
torrid
play.
time, didn't he? He was far too
No, they
sharp
don't.
for them.
That's a
Always
different
looking
group.
to play on the shoulder. Took
Yes, they
control
do. It's the
well
same
too.
group because Iran played New
Really
Zealand.
difference maker today.
Fucking hell. I need to be... When I know I'm right, I need to not second guess myself. Because he played Egypt and Iran. He's got to play New Zealand. Not sure what the result will be there, but they've got 4 points, so they've done enough in simulation land. It's a 2-0 victory today, It's a 2-0 victory, is what I'm predicting. No, I predicted 2-1. It's nearly there for me. Match facts then for this one. Took the foot off the gas there a little bit. Did Belgium, obviously they got a second goal, but a little bit calmer in terms of opportunities created. 55 to 45 in terms of possession for Iran. 12 shots to 3 in favour of Belgium. And then 2.5 expected goals to 0.7 as well in favour of the winners here today. 9 shots on target for Belgium, none for Iran. Probably explains why they didn't score if they can't get the ball on goal. Performances go to man of the match goes to Rustam Farr. He might be losing 2-0, but he's a very good passer in the midfield. To be honest, he's actually been one of Iran's highlights in both these simulations, so fair play to him. Rustam Farr with a 7.9. Ganjane 7.3, a little bit less than him, than his counterpart in midfield. Nasipur, remember he hit the bar, it's the closest he went, 7.1. Borzgmer Hijan, Bozorgmer? Hijan 7.1. Purang Shakarami as well, 7.1. Sam Mantra, 7 rating. Navmaran Aref, a 7 rating as well. And then Rayana Jaj, Fazanian, and Perfalak, not great in attack today, to be honest. And not much going down that right hand side, to be honest. And then Sorengar did end up letting 2 in, but made 7 saves out of the 9 shots that he faced, which isn't honestly that bad of a record. It's actually quite a good record, if truth be told. However, it isn't enough to get any result for Iran. Not a draw, not a win, but a loss, unfortunately. Man of the match for Belgium, Kevin De Bruyne, still doing it apparently at the age of 35? 36? He's around that age. I don't remember exactly his birthday, and I also don't know how he got the best player for Belgium, to be honest. It wasn't really a standout. And even though the Ketelaere scored twice, I don't reckon he was a standout. But what matters is they got the dub, 7.8 and an assist for KDB. The brace for the Ketelaere, very important. He had 8 shots today, 7 of them hit the target, 2 of them went in. So he was obviously going to score something at some point, surely. Teate on a 7.1, Trossard 7.1. He was actually alright, wasn't he? But he should have scored, definitely should have scored. And De Kuiper with a 7.1 as well. Jeremy Doku, a little bit less impressive off the right hand side. Did get an assist though, so it cancels out. The defence wasn't great, but again, it didn't need to be. There wasn't a whole heap of threat from Iran, and the opportunities they did have were off target. Thibaut Courtois, 3 shots on his goal, 1 of them hitting the bar, 2 of them way off. Didn't need to worry in the end, the Real Madrid shot stopper. So it is a 2-0 win for Belgium to close out today's recordings. Thank fuck we're at the end of it. 6 games is hard, you know. 6 games of what, 40 minutes? That equates to around 4 hours, you know. Great maths. And we've got to do it all again tomorrow. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. I just need some entertaining matches to keep me invested and interested, and not going on my phone mid commentary. Like I need something to keep me in, like, watching the game on my screen. But anyway, that is going to wrap up today's Belgium versus Iran game. When we come back tomorrow, obviously it'll be June 18th of the day I'll be recording. You won't know when, if I don't tell you, I suppose, but also the uploads will happen 2 days before the actual matches happen. So after this one, let me just scroll down. We have got Uruguay versus Cape Verde, New Zealand versus Egypt, Argentina versus Austria, France versus Iraq, Norway and Senegal, and then Jordan and Algeria all to come for the June 18th recording session. And then for June 19th on the Friday, we'll be going back to 4 recordings, 4 games recorded. And we'll be closing out match day 2 with Portugal, Uzbekistan, England, Ghana, Panama, Croatia, and then Colombia and DR Congo wrapping up match day 2. And then we'll have to start doubling them up because match day 3 will be a ball ache. So we'll try and get that done as best we can. And if it does happen that I run out of time, it happens that I run out of time, because match day 3 will start on the weekend where I won't have a lot of time to record. So it's going to be a fun one, but that's going to round up today anyway, and I will see you guys when I see you guys for the next ones. Enjoy the World Cup, and hopefully England win tonight. I know this will be out by the time the England games happen, but hopefully England win tonight.